Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Sinister Creations. I am your artist and host, Random Sin. So today we're going to be doing the third card in my Steven Universe Tarot series, and this one is going to be the Lovers. And of course, the obvious choice is Garnet. So to get started on this card, I have a lot of references. I have references of Garnet, I have references of Ruby, I have references of Sapphire, and so many other things, because there is so much to Garnet as a character that I really wanted to explore with this card. Let's face it, she's made of love. So I actually designed this card before the episode Reunited. So there were a lot of changes to Garnet's design that I really liked, but I didn't know if I wanted to include all of them. So what I really went with was the flowers. Both Ruby and Sapphire wore them in their hair, and Garnet had them in her hair after the wedding. So I thought it was a really appropriate thing just to add them kind of falling. Make it a nice romantic atmosphere. So obviously the centerpiece of this card is the Lovers, Ruby and Sapphire, and of course Garnet as the amalgamation of the two. I really liked the initial fusion pose from way back in, was it season 1? When we first find out that Garnet is a fusion, and you know, just how happy they are to be reunited, and it's just like the perfect visualization of their relationship, really. So obviously that's kind of why I made it the centerpiece of the card, but I did want to kind of show that their love is bigger, and that's why Garnet's kind of in the background looming over them, because you know that's what Garnet is, their love, right? And it's big, and it's strong, and it's powerful, just like Garnet. So I added Garnet's gauntlets. They felt really important to add because they do symbolize, you know, she is the strongest crystal gem, especially in the early seasons, and you know, she was the one everybody looked to, and the gauntlets are kind of part of that. Like, she had the most powerful weapon, and I like thinking that this is important for the Lovers because, you know, she's the most powerful because she is the united front of both Ruby and Sapphire. She is the combination of the two, and the gauntlets almost even represent that, I feel. I don't think we've ever actually seen the individual weapons of both Ruby and Sapphire, but from other fusions we definitely know that most of the fusion's weapons are a fusion of the two gems, so I don't see why it wouldn't be the same for Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah. And it, you know, it kind of shows the strength of them together, right? The united front, we're better together than alone kind of thing. I don't know. I might be rambling. also felt it was really important to have Ruby and Sapphire's gems showing. It's actually a theme that I'm trying to put into all the cards. I kind of want the gem of whatever gem is the subject of the card to be somewhere in the background. And I know Garnet's in the background and I'm showing them off there, but that still feels really important to me. I know when we see Garnet originally, the gems are more of a like purplish magenta hue, but I really wanted to, emphasize that this is Ruby and Sapphire coming together to be Garnet. And I kind of really like the pose too, because Garnet feels like one of the more giving characters. She's always there to give advice or to lend a hand. She's a really inspirational character, someone to look up to, really. So I kind of felt that was important to include. And, fun light effects. I also threw in the eyes, the 3 eyes, kind of all-seeing eyes. I did a lot less research actually on the Lover's card for this one. I kind of just, it seemed like such an obvious pick that it was a no-brainer in my opinion. So a lot of the symbolism in this one is probably more character-based than card-based, but I think that tends to be the case for all of my cards. I'm more interested in the characters representing the aspects that I like from these tarot cards, rather than necessarily being like, I must stick to the letter of the law of the tarot. Mostly because I am just, finding websites that tell me what the cards are supposed to represent and going along with that. I think it's working. So that's it for the Lover's card. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm trying to do a little more talking. I may be doing a lot more rambling, but let me know. Let me know what you think. So I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, this is Random Sin, and still don't have a catchphrase.